We have some of the most intense astrology of the year happening this week, especially with our lunar eclipse blood moon on March 13th to the 14th, and I'm here to guide you through it. Hi, hello, my name is Natasha, also known as Nurse Natasha. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome back. This is a tarot reading and a what you need to know for the lunar eclipse, the blood moon that is happening the night between March 13th and 14th. Depending on where you are in the world is going to vary what exact time it's at of when you can see it in the sky, but this is a total lunar eclipse. This is a blood moon. The moon will appear to be red in the sky, and on top of that, this is a really cool thing that I discovered when I was researching this blood moon. We actually have a chance to see a moonbow this lunar eclipse. If you don't know what a moonbow is, it's exactly what it sounds like. Honestly, it sounds kind of fake. It is a moon rainbow. It is when only during a lunar eclipse this happens, when it rains. So if it rains on the night of the lunar eclipse, you might be able to see this moonbow, but it literally is like a rainbow around the moon. I've seen it before. It was actually my first retreat here in Salem, Massachusetts. It was a blood moon, and it was awesome. I have a video of it. I'll post it on my Instagram and my TikTok, but moonbows are pretty cool, and that's something that could happen this weekend. Again, it really depends. It's kind of rare. It depends on perfect circumstances kind of all aligning to make it happen. And honestly, that's kind of the vibe of this blood moon. That's kind of the vibe of the astrology this week. Again, it is chaotic. I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to do a little tarot reading about it, but this is a collective reading, so congrats if you made it here. You're part of the collective. I set the intention that this finds who needs to find. I do free yoga, free tarot readings for every new moon and full moon here on my channel. I have a class for retrogrades. I specialize in trauma-informed plus-size yoga, and again, witchcraft, wellness, and everything in between. So if you'd like that, hit that subscribe button. My dog Jack is sleeping, passed out under the blanket with his head on my pillow on the bed back there. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So let me tell you about this blood moon, because there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of this is probably one of the most intense weeks for astrology of the year this week. But we have our total blood moon lunar eclipse on the night between March 13th and 14th, which, by the way, my birthday is March 16th. I'm a Pisces. I'm running a birthday sale on my courses, so if you want to learn witchcraft, wellness, and everything in between, my witchcraft wellness course bundle is 50% off until the end of March. The link for that will be in the description box below. That's my little shameless self-promotion. Happy birthday to me. But, so we have our total blood moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. We're in Pisces season. We also have currently a Venus retrograde in the sign of Aries. It's going to waver between Aries and Pisces. And then we also have, the day after this blood moon lunar eclipse, we have a Mercury retrograde. So we have a Venus retrograde already, and we're moving into a Mercury retrograde. I know Mercury retrograde is everybody's favorite. It's become a meme at this point. But what I'm here to do, what I try to do with all witchcraft and astrology is to make it not seem as scary. To make, everybody kind of demonizes eclipses and retrogrades. You're gonna hear a lot of astrologers saying, don't manifest, don't do this, don't do that, everybody panic. That's not what I believe in. I really think that astrology is just energy we need to work with. We go through this every year. Granted, the astrology this year is definitely intense, a little bit more intense than it's been in the past years, but we've been through this before. We have lunar eclipses every year. We have retrogrades every year. So we can get through this. It's just lessons, it's change, which I know, we don't like. It's this transformation, lunar eclipses. Think about, and I just made a video about this for TikTok. A blood moon lunar eclipse, it sounds like something out of a YA novel, sounds like something out of a cheesy fantasy movie, sounds like a prophecy. I always think of The Mummy, which is one of my favorite movies, when that's one of the kind of prophecies or plagues or whatever, is an eclipse, and then fire starts raining from the sky because the mummy came back, Imhotep came back, and that's kind of what I think of. I don't know about y'all, but if we look at historically, total lunar eclipses in history, people would panic, because imagine if in the olden days you didn't have a phone, you didn't know what was going on, you didn't know that there was a lunar eclipse coming, and you just saw the sky the moon go red, you'd be like, what? So and then it also, again, generally would come before major events that would happen. So of course people saw it as a prophecy or an omen, because again, eclipses, lunar eclipses, especially total blood moon lunar eclipses, are just portals that put us where we need to be. It is a time of major change, of fated events. And no, we can't control that. We can't control what's going to happen or what's not going to happen, but we can put the best intentions out there. That's my belief. That's why I do manifest during eclipse season. Again, I like chaos magic, so if you don't do what works best for you. That's what I say in yoga. That's what I say in magic. Do what feels best for you. This is the first of 3 blood moons in a row. So not like every moon for the next few months, but every eclipse that we have going forward over the next 3 are blood moons. So this one's a blood moon. We have an eclipse in September that's a blood moon. We have an eclipse next March that is also a blood moon. Total lunar eclipses. That doesn't happen very often. The last time this happened was in 2014 and everybody panicked. So, you know, it's fine. What did I write? Rogue's Chaos Reigns. Again, this is in Virgo. So Virgo in the tarot is ruled by the Hermit card. You know, it's a card of introspection, of kind of hermitifying yourself, of going into hibernation. In Pisces season, as a Pisces, you know, it's a little bit delusional. And this is wrapping up really the astrological new year. So we have, right after this blood moon lunar eclipse, Mercury goes retrograde, and then we have Pisces season ends, Aries season starts on March 20th. That's Astra, that's our spring equinox, and Aries season starts. That's the astrological new year. Pisces season is about wrapping things up. So that's why you see, I just, you know, at the bottom of the deck, we already have the Wheel of Fortune. You see the cycles wrap themselves up. It is the end of a cycle. It is the end of the astrological wheel, and then Aries season starts the new one, and we're kind of ending it with this huge kind of finale, this blood moon, and then we start Aries season, we start the astrological new year with a solar eclipse, new moon in Aries on March 29th. But this blood moon, you know, full moons are about releasing. Eclipses again, it's that volatile, chaotic energy. Maybe you need a release, maybe you need to manifest. I want you to really figure out what you need, and set those intentions, and then let the eclipse do what it needs to do. Again, eclipses are portals that put you where you need to be. You just need to kind of walk through that door. I always imagine a Stargate. That's because I'm a nerd. I have the Stargate symbol for home tattooed on my finger. You know, I imagine like walking through that Stargate, and it just kind of takes you where you want to go. I wrote major transformation, fate, chaos reigns. Virgo in the body rules the digestive system. So if you want to work on that energy in the physical, I will also have a yoga class, a free yoga class here for the lunar eclipse, here on my channel. I think that's it. If we think of Pisces versus Virgo, the nodes actually just moved into Pisces and Virgo. So the north and south nodes just shifted astrologically from Aries and Libra to Virgo and Pisces. So Virgo and Pisces, you're going to feel this one. Everybody's going to feel it, but if you're Virgo or Pisces placements, you're definitely going to feel it. But think about the difference between Virgo and Pisces, right? Pisces, we're delusional, we're dreamy, we're like, ugh. Virgo, grounded, practical, down to earth. It's about balancing those energies. And again, fated events, major change, let it happen. And my favorite affirmation for just in general, and also for eclipse season, is everything will turn out even better than I expected to. Because you're going to hear a lot of astrologers be like, this astrology sucks, it's terrible, ugh. And don't manifest and don't do spell work, ugh. Do what works best for you. And remember that magic is just manipulating energy with intention. And if you need maybe a little chaos in your life, maybe manifest, maybe don't. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure out what works best for you. Let's get into this tarot reading. What do we need to know for this lunar eclipse blood moon in Virgo? Cards are falling. It's fine. What do we got here? Yeah. What the heck? This is what I'm saying. It's fated. It's just gonna happen. You guys saw me shuffle. The Wheel of Fortune just fell out again. That's honestly, I could just end the reading right now and be like, that's it. Cycles are ending. Cycles are beginning. We are victims to fate. The Wheel of Fortune, as much as it is a card of good fortune and good luck, it is a card of reminding us that we are on the wheel. And you can't get on or off. It's like the wheel of life, right? We are here. And like, you can't control it, and it's going to keep going whether you like it or not. Yes, we can influence the wheel. We can work on ourselves while we're kind of riding that wheel. But fated events, change. You know, actually, the Wheel of Fortune is card 10. It's the midpoint in the major arcana. It is, again, kind of, I always think of it as like a save point in a video game. And this year, in numerology, 2025 is a 9 year. And again, I know the Wheel of Fortune is card 10, but in the sense of energies, it's very similar. It's a 9 year is wrapping up cycles because we're working our way up to the 10. So I really think that this lunar eclipse is going to just kind of wrap up the old stuff that we like haven't, like if astrologically, like this Venus retrograde astrologically kind of matches up with what we had going on in 2017. 2017 was a life-changing year for me. I lost my dad. I quit my full-time job. I like moved across the country. I like did everything. And that's kind of similar astrology to what we have going on right now. But let Jesus take the wheel, or, you know, whatever you believe in. Let the wheel do its thing. Let the cycle do its thing. And again, you can set those intentions. You can hope for the best. You can do your spell work. You can do your affirmations. But it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. And you got to let it happen. And again, this is, I mean, it's a portal. Looks like it's a portal in and of itself. Wheel of Fortune is a portal card. You just got to walk through it. That portal will present itself to you under this lunar eclipse, and you have to decide if you're going to step through or not. And unfortunately, if you are like, no, I don't want to, or if you haven't done the work and you're like, I don't want to go through that portal, you might get shoved through it, because that's just what eclipse season is. The Five of Swords, that's kind of all those retrogrades happening for sure. Ten of Pentacles, that's so nice. Look, it might be difficult, but it's going to be worth it, but we're going to be sad. I mean, look, Five of Cups, I'm not surprised. Five of Cups has been my eternal stalker card. If you've been here, you know. The Empress, I'm going to pull two more, and then we're going to see what all this means. Nine of Cups, Pisces energy. Would it even be an eclipse reading if the Tower didn't come out? No, it wouldn't. So great. So fun. Anyways, it's fine. Can you tell I'm fine? So we have the Five of Swords with the Empress right beneath it. When the chaos, I just realized I'm wearing sword earrings today. I don't usually wear earrings, but today I decided to, and I'm also wearing my shirt with like all the weapons on it. So like, you know, Five of Swords, ironically, is asking us to put the swords down. It is asking us to, when there's miscommunications, when there's chaos, when your brain is fighting against itself or you're fighting with others, putting the swords down. Like, this dude is like taking all those swords and like throwing them on the ground. That's what we have to do. And that's like the key of Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, retrogrades in general, eclipse season, is put the swords down. There's going to be miscommunications. There's going to be nonsense happening, but we can't control it. And choose your battles. It's very much a card of choose your battles. And that's what the Empress. And the Empress is the divine feminine. You know, she is Venus energy. It is like, you know, we're in the Venus retrograde. You're going to see stuff happening with relationships. You're going to see stuff happening with beauty and attraction and things like that. Focus on you. Put the focus back on yourself. Now would not be the best time to engage in like relationships. Definitely don't take your ex back. If you do, Godspeed. But I'm not telling you what to do, but I kind of am. You know, Venus retrograde is not the best time for relationships, but the Empress, card of Venus, self-care, focusing on yourself, creation, that soft Venusian energy, self-care. Like, when the going gets tough, put the swords down and focus back on yourself. You know, do not, I want to say, do not pass go, do not collect $200. You know, again, if your ex comes back or if you're just kind of like dealing with stress in the relationship, whether it's friends or romantic, just pull back. When there's chaos, pull back into yourself, focus on yourself. And then we have, it's funny, it's like kind of intense energy, really nice energy, really crazy energy. In the middle, right in the middle, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Lovely. Long-term abundance and harvest and like celebrating with your family and friends and yay. And wish come true, wish fulfillment, Pisces energy. Hello. Yay. And then right after is the 5 of Cups and the Tower. The duality of it all. Like, huzzah. I just realized the 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck too. It's like we are fighting against this because we want this. The 7 of Wands is about being on the defensive after a victory. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory. The 7 of Wands comes right after. He has worked hard for his spot at the top of the hill, and now people are coming for him, and he's having to defend himself. I feel like, and maybe this is just me, I'm calling myself out with this, I am beating off the 5 of Cups in the Tower with a stick. I'm like, back, beast. Like, I don't want you, because this is what we want. Obviously, we want abundance. We want long-term abundance. We want our wishes to come true. This is like our manifestations coming through, wish fulfillment energy. Huzzah. The 10 of Pentacles is everything we could want in the physical realm, money, family, supporting your friends, legacy, long-term abundance. Yay. This is bad. Again, I don't like to say things are good or bad, but the 5 of Cups in the Tower is pretty intense. 5 of Cups, card of grief. He's looking at his cups that are spilt. He's crying. He doesn't even notice the 2 cups that are up right behind him, or the path that if he would just turn around, he could make his way to a castle. You know, it's like he's focused almost on the kind of bad castle or the bad tower that we have here. Tower, major change, major catastrophe, but it's very eclipse energy. It's also Scorpio energy. The tower doesn't always necessarily have to be bad. It can be major catastrophe. What's the opposite of like a major catastrophe or a sudden bad thing happening? Is a miracle, a sudden good thing happening that we didn't expect. That's just like, wow, it's a miracle. Like, wow, it just happened. That can also be a tower moment. The thing that's kind of, I don't know, hindering our 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles moment, I would say, is grief. The 5 of Cups, disappointment, crying over spilt milk. And that's not, I don't mean to minimize whatever it is you're grieving, because obviously sometimes it's not spilt milk. Like, I've lost a lot, and the 5 of Cups stalks me because grief is something I struggle with a lot. But instead of focusing on your fallen towers, on the catastrophes of your life, if we could turn around and maybe look at the upright cups that we have. That's, you know, I don't like to, again, minimize things or like, you know, because the world is on fire. It's just, things are happening. And we have a collective grief for sure, just from what's happening in the world. And, you know, we can't spiritually bypass. We can't just be like, positivity, everything's going to be fine, when there's real world problems that are happening. But I do believe in the power of intention. I do believe in the power of moving from a place of love. And if the world is ending, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to manifest what I want. You know, I'm just going to go for my dreams because, look, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here to lift people up, and I'm going to keep doing that well into when the world is ending. So maybe turning away from those tower moments and from that grief and putting your focus, again, back into the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles is also very community energy. Supporting and uplifting your community, having abundance for you and your community and your family. Definitely something that we should be focusing on. With the wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Cups. You know, a lot of people will say, and, you know, if perhaps you're looking to start a small business or you're looking to manifest abundance or whatever, I think a lot of us feel guilty because we've all heard the term, like, money is the root of all evil. Like, we all know billionaires are evil, right? However, if we're focusing on, if our wish is for abundance, think about all, I've mentioned this in the video I've done before, think about all the good you could do for your community if you had abundance. And you could lift up other people. That's something that really drives me to do what I do. When I do my retreats, I host witchcraft wellness retreats here in Salem and in New Orleans and all over the country. And I am able to support so many small businesses with my small business. My photographer, she's a small business. My caterer, she's a small business. The hotel that I work with, small business. Definitely growing bigger, but still a small business. My person who does my gift bags, small business. I bring all these people to the town of Salem, and we support the small businesses here. The people that do my aura photography workshop and the tours, my local tours here in Salem, small business. It's House Witch here in Salem, love them. I'm lifting up so many other small businesses just from my small business. That's the 10 of Pentacles, and, you know, that's what we need right now, you know? All right, what else do we need to know? Again, move from a place of love, even when it's eclipse season, even when it's retrograde season, and everything's made up and the points don't matter. If you know that your heart's in the right place and your intentions are pure, you know, we can maybe turn away from that tower moment and focus on something good. Is that the 5 of Swords again? No. Yes, it is. The 5 of Swords again. Stay in your lane. Focus on your own. Wow, would you look at that? It's the world. Cthulhu in this deck. It's kind of a world-ending prophecy, and this is the horror tarot, so, you know. But we have the 2 cards of major cycles. The Wheel of Fortune is the midway checkpoint of the tarot, and this is the end. Cycles ending, cycles beginning, portals opening, portals closing. Fate. And also the World card is a card that says you did it. Congratulations. I think we're going to have a lot of that energy with this lunar eclipse. It's very full circle moments. King of Swords having, especially with all these retrogrades, sometimes you have to think with your head over your heart. It can be very easy to get very frustrated. It can be very easy to get very flustered. Focus on mental clarity and intellect. Page of Pentacles. Don't, like, when the going gets tough, when the things are happening, when the retrograde things are happening, because they're going to happen, allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to learn. Don't just jump right into crazy, you know, fighting or arguing or miscommunications, or like, I know it's so hard, it's way easier said than done. When the frustrating things happen, we get triggered, we want to like, allow yourself to be like, okay, can I learn from this? That's the key of retrogrades. How can I learn from this? What's the lesson here? The Four of Wands. I love this card because it's so monster-y. It's a girl dancing with the devil. We love it. Four of Wands is a card of, can be a card of marriage, stability, foundation, and of course the Three of Swords would come right after that. Why not? Because what? And Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm like, please. What is separating us from what we want, which is maybe a partner, again, foundation? The Four of Wands is also a portal card. You can kind of see the portal in this. It's like a archway that they're getting married under. What is stopping you from walking through that portal and getting what you want? What do we want? Again, partner, foundation, family, safety, security, stability. That's the Four of Wands. Again, community. Our own heartbreak, our own trauma, our own swords that we have in our hearts from past things that we've gone through. We have to be the Queen of Wands. We have to be bold. We have to be assertive, which I'm calling myself out with this one. It's so hard for me to do that. I'm so non-confrontational, even when it comes to like good things of like things what I want. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm so scared, which is funny considering, you know, I mean, my job is like to put myself in front of like hundreds of thousands of people. I'm an Aries Mercury, I'm a Leo Moon, but my Pisces Sun and my Pisces Venus is like, don't perceive me, don't look at me. But the Queen of Wands is asking us to be bold and assertive and go for what we want, to push past the Three of Swords, to push past our heartaches and our trauma and like go for it, you know? Again, calling myself out, ask the person out, do the bold thing, go for that job, apply for that job that maybe you're not qualified for, but you know, apply for it anyways. You know, be bold. We love to see it. So on that note, we're going to pull some oracle cards from the Moonology deck, because I feel like that's kind of, this is the deck that I keep using and it's always just so on point for the oracle readings. And usually what happens is whatever full moon or new moon that we're dealing with, that card will come out. It didn't happen last time, but we'll see if with the eclipse, maybe the eclipse card will come out. What are some last messages that we need to hear under this blood moon lunar eclipse? All right. Believe in the impossible. It's actually the blue moon card. I love that. Believe in the impossible. Once in a blue moon, where surprising, fated things happen. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Eclipses and new portals and new cycles ending and beginning can be scary. Walking through those portals, being the Queen of Wands, being assertive, fear. But work through them. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Maybe zoom out a little bit. That's honestly great advice when you find yourself getting frustrated over maybe retrograde stuff's happening, miscommunications, travel delays, technology. I guarantee you it always happens. I'm claiming it right now. The day that Mercury goes retrograde, something's going down. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Last time I think it was Outlook or Microsoft. Something is going down. One of the major social media platforms will go down the day Mercury goes into retrograde. Anyways, don't let your past hold you back. I think we pulled this one last time. This is the South Node card. Again, like I said, the nodes just shifted. Don't let your past hold you back. This is a new cycle. That's the great part about new cycles. And it sounds cheesy, but like new year, new me, but that's it. When you walk through that portal, it is a different version of you. It might still be you. There might still be parts of you that are the same from the past, but it is new year, new you. A time to give rather than take. We've seen a lot of these cards before. New moon in Virgo. Again, giving, community, supporting your community. That's what it's all about, my friends. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. We'll end it on that. I'm surprised we didn't see the eclipse card. I'm just testing to make sure it's not here lurking. So, ow. Of course, at the bottom of the deck. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. It was right behind the new moon in Capricorn card, which says your hard work is paying off. And then right behind it, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Again, this is the conclusion of a story. I don't know what that story is. It's different for everybody, but this full moon lunar eclipse is both an end and a beginning. We're wrapping things up so we can walk through a new portal. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to that. So that being said, I hope you have a wonderful full moon lunar eclipse. Again, I will have a full free yoga class for this eclipse as well. If you'd like to learn witchcraft and wellness from me, my courses are on sale until the end of the month. It's a whole course bundle with literally all my courses, all my ebooks. Comes with the Moon Magic Journal, 30 Days of Witchcraft and Wellness, and all of my courses. Tarot Magic, if you want to learn how to read tarot, I have a course on that. It has a yoga class for every tarot card. If you're more into the yoga, there's so many yoga courses in that bundle. If you want to learn, I'm just getting back into, if you know me, I love headstands. I love being upside down. There's a lot of courses for that if you want to learn how to do the more kind of advanced yoga. But other than that, I will always have free stuff here on my channel. So hit that subscribe button. I hope that you have a wonderful, safe full moon lunar eclipse. Maybe go watch it in the sky. It's super cool. Maybe you'll be able to see that moon bow if it's raining. But I hope you have a wonderful lunar eclipse, and I will see you next time.